Sorry, guys. I was so excited. My bad. Hey, guys. How you guys doing tonight? Yes, I am on D Block. I'm a little early because y'all know sometimes ADP do that 11 or 12, but she decided to come a little bit early. So okay, guys. So tonight we are going to talk about all sports recap. We'll talk about anything from the NFL, the WNBA, CBA, the NCAA, and so much more, right? So I think it's very important because we need to remind the world of the great NFL players who are doing really good. We need to remind the world about LSU keeping it 100. We need to also know that today, guys, is the deadline for the CBA, and it is quiet in the streets except for the players have been making big money moves. They have been making money moves in between this deadline. I have not heard anything. I did pull up an article from CBS Sports that I'll be reading from, and he talks about the CBA and what's going on as of now. They could have it where they extend it again, but there has been no word on it. So for me, I'm going to tap into my opinion about that before we get into everything else about like the NFL and the NCAA, because a lot of players are doing good in the beginning of the season and everything. So we're going to touch on those things. But first and foremost, I want to touch um, on the CBA and with the WNBA. Okay. So this article was like literally like it was 3 minutes ago. Well, 1 hour ago, my bad. 1 hour ago by Jack Maloney. You guys can check it out on CBS Sports. But this is what he had to say in his article because it's gonna expire at 11:59. Now, as of 10:48 over here, we have not heard anything. So yes, guys, we still have like about an hour and like 12 minutes, but the streets been real quiet. Now if they want to wait till 12 a.m. to announce it, then fine, I'll top it off. But this is gonna be like from my take and what I feel like on what's going on. But also I wanted you to hear from someone who's into the sports area who wrote this article and just touches on the different stuff of where the players are and what's going on right now. So he talks about the collective bargaining agreement. So let's talk about that. So earlier this month, he says the WNBA they made a new offer to the players that included substantial salary increases, including a new minimum salary, which was more than 220,000. That would be more than 2025 regular max salary, which was 214, 466. Offer move negotiations forward. That was per ESPN, right? While the players want more money, a new revenue sharing model is their top priority, not just higher salaries. And yes, guys, that is true. We have been hearing about the new salaries and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Dreamtime. We've been hearing about, you know, the the new salaries and all that stuff, but nothing about the revenue. hmm Yeah, so you can see they still trying to play the players and stuff like that with that revenue. No, we need that revenue too. Mm-mm. And if you notice, you've seen all these moves with Project B, Rival, all different things that the players are doing. They're doing it quietly. So they are making moves quietly. And if you honestly think these women are not coming together behind closed doors, you got another thing coming because the actions of everything that's going on showing you they not playing and they not taking no mess and you're not going to put them inside of a box. You're not going to dictate where they can play and where they cannot play and that they have to just play in one certain particular league. right? So as he goes on in the article, he talks about Vice President Kelsey Plum said earlier this year, first, second, and third is rev share and salaries. So when I say that we continue to propose and the counter proposals that are coming back are further away from where we thought we would be, that to me is, I think a lot of players are in agreement as a union. This is literally the meat and potatoes. This is coming from Kelsey Plum. So he takes a little bit from Kelsey Plum. So, guys, under the current, if you didn't know, um, and if you want to do a comparison of what they're saying with the CBA now and the CBA they had before, please go check it out. I mean, I know you're not going to read all 400 some pages or whatever the case may be, but look, by the time you look at one or two things, you're gonna be at a 10. Like, you're gonna be highly upset. Okay, so under the current CBA, however, the salary cap, thus the player's salary increases at a fixed rate of 3% per year, right? So the players are pushing for a new model where salaries grow with the business. Currently, the players reportedly only receive about 9% of all revenue, a far cry from the 49 to 51% of basketball related income that the NBA players receive. While the current CBA does not have a clause to trigger revenue sharing if the WNBA hits certain benchmarks they have made, I mean, that have been met largely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so let's go into another extension for the current CBA. So he goes on to say the current CBA was originally set to expire October 31st, which we was watching for, but the two sides agreed to a 30-day extension on October 28th. So they get the extension, guys, right? We get the extension. Today is the extension deadline. This is the expiration date. November 30th is the new expiration date. While another extension is still possible, this sorry guys, this author saying that he don't think it probably would have been announced already. So he kind of say he thinking that maybe it won't happen. So listen, um so we're gonna see at 11:59. We're gonna find out if they pass to see if they add another extension to it, or did they come to agreement, or what? Are we going to a lockout? Listen, I know some people say, hey, it would be crazy for the women to do a lockout or whatever. But if you tell them it will be crazy or they shouldn't do it, then for me, for my opinion, you're missing the overall picture. Because why should these women have to be dictated to where they play? They already done played them with their salaries and revenue sharing before, and it's been quite a long time. So now that they're rising up and coming together, you actually still want them to put up and shut up? Why should they have to do that? And then you want them just to play in one league, the league that doesn't. And I have to keep it real. This is no shade, but this is real. This is what I'm saying. This is what you could tell by that crazy CBA, that and watching the games all season with our players, with our Angel Reese and whoever your players are, whatever. I have a lot: Angel Reese, Camilla, Skylar, all of them, Asia, the list goes on. But this particular year was so different. The vibes were off. It just seemed like it was just so like, oh my gosh. It didn't seem like they were happy. Hey, Jacob. You can come up you want to, Jacob. But it just seemed like they were not happy this year. The chemistries were off with the teams. Even though we saw the teams come together, win championship game or whatever and stuff like that, it's still the whole atmosphere with the WNBA seemed off. It was only until the women went to All Star that you saw them really looking happy. You saw them really feeling appreciated. And you actually saw them really enjoy being around each other. Um, as they get ready to play the game. Then they get back. It's the same saga, drama after drama. Angel Reese had to go through a lot with things going on over there. It's just back to back overall, where it was so hard to be able to even enjoy the sport because of the refs, because they were letting our players get dog walked on, and then if they say something, oh, they got to be, you know, put out a fine or whatever the case may be. Injuries, they don't have enough set up for the players' mental health. To me, I think it all looks good on paper, but in reality, it didn't seem like to me. It was like something that was standing out to help the players. Because trust and believe, if they had great, good players, I mean, not good players, but great, good programs put together, then the players would you would see a balance. You would see a balance when they are on the floor and the things that they were dealing with the injuries, all different kinds of stuff. You wouldn't just see so much like I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it was just like a shaky, just like everybody was overwhelmed. They was tired. That everybody. It wasn't one team that I didn't see somebody going through something, whether it was an injury, whether it was dealing with fans or their organization or whatever the case may be. So it was an overall thing. Um, so I think for me, um, if you are standing on what you believe in, then you have to fight. And one thing I learned in my life is when women come together and they fight, you better watch out. And not only did the women you started to see them. They started making moves, started doing action without talking. That's how you know when a woman get tired, she be quiet and she be making them action moves, or whatever. But it's great to see the unity. It's great to see that the players are not just, what I'm saying, they're not just um, thinking about now, they're also thinking about the future. So let's see what he said about the the lockout and all that kind of stuff. Because you always want, they all in the sports world, so you're always curious to what they may think about, the lockout. Okay, he was saying like the key difference between status quo and extensions is that either side could announce a work stoppage at any point during the status quo, while an extension would lock in the current CBA into a set date or until a new CBA is agreed upon. Okay, the work stoppage. At any point during a status quo period, either side could enact a work stoppage. That will most likely come via the owners locking out the players, though the players could also go on strike. Hmm. So, in the event of a lockout, all league business would cease and players would be prevented from accessing team facilities. That would mean no expansion draft, no free agency. Listen, let me go back and read this again. Now, this is where the juicy part come in. In the event of a lockout, all league business would cease and players would be prevented from accessing team facilities. That would mean no expansion draft, no free agency, no trades, no 2026 WNBA draft, nothing until a new CBA is in place. Depending on how long the lockout lasts, it's possible that the 2026 season could be delayed or, in worst case scenario, canceled. The WNBA has never lost games due to a work stoppage. Not yet. Not yet. So everything will stop. So, hey Donna. So my question to you guys, as I just read that, I had to go back and read again because that was the juicy part. Everything stops. So, and it's never happened. Well, guess what? It's the first time for everything because these WNBA players are not playing. So it's 11 o'clock. We got one more hour before we really know. if they made any decisions. So if they do the lockout, they could get locked out, but they could also do their strike or whatever. Okay, because it looked like to me by the players joining that Project B, like Camilla, NECA, AT, and the list just keeps powering up. It seems like the B they're making moves. And let me tell you something. Don't think one league is not talking to the other league, like Unrivaled with Project B. You know what I'm saying? And AU, all the leagues outside of the W, because they're making. If you can't get into Unrivaled, you're gonna have another place to go if you want to play basketball or whatever. And by them playing in the off season of the W, they have their backup money. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not putting their eggs all in one basket. Okay, if we do go on strike, guess what? Blah 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 blah. We don't know who are invested in our WNBA teams and our players, knowing that if they do go to a lockout, this is who have their back. You would be surprised at the people and the ex NBA players and the ex players that are not broadcasting it, that are not talking, is actually going to come through for these players. And for me, this is my opinion. I see a lockout coming because they only want the women to play in. Hey, so pretty Tony girl, you can come up if you want to. Because they're already starting to go to different leagues. You can't put them in the side of a box. The WNBA don't want them to play in any other league but the WNBA. So there you go. They're not going to take their contracts back with Project B for the WNBA. So there go one strike. Y'all, well, Unrivaled has been unrivaled. They can't touch that. Unrivaled is good, and Unrivaled will continue to be great because they appreciate the players. They have the players back. I don't care. It might not be bigger than the WNBA. Hey guys, y'all want to come? Oh, sorry guys. Let me see. If you guys want to let me copy this. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Give me a second. I'm getting back into. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Tony, did I do it? Guys, do y'all see it? Oh, Lord. Don't tell me I didn't forget how to do it. Okay. I dropped the link, guys, if you guys want to come up, Jacob, Misty, and So Pretty Tony. If y'all can see it. If y'all need me to drop it again, I can. But yeah, Dreamtime. Thank you, Dreamtime. Because look, that's what I was looking at, Dreamtime. I didn't want to say like, what I'm saying, anything that I just really, really being selfish or like um selfish on my decision or what I'm saying, what I'm saying when it comes to the CBA. Nobody um hey, so pretty Tony.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
girl.
going on? How are you?
Oh, you know me, so pretty Tony. I gotta get back into it and
Yes, get
everything.
in
Had a
your
little
groove.
delay.
Get in your groove. Get in your groove thing. Get in your groove thing.
Yeah, so girl, it's the deadline today, so pretty Tony. So I am gonna talk about like the different like with the accomplishments for the latest games with Bryce Young and Caleb Williams and
Mhm.
LSU, just different stuff, doing recaps on. But I wanted to touch on the CBA because we actually, you know, uh, it's not 12 o'clock yet. It's like, well, it's 11:05 over here, so
Mhm.
nobody said anything, and this article was from an hour ago that the
Oh,
C
for the
coming from
CBA?
coming from CBS Sports. This was dropped an hour ago, and this is what he was saying in his article.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
yeah, they
I'm gonna hit
haven't
the
made a
stream if that's
decision,
okay.
huh?
gonna hit the screen. The screen. I'm gonna share if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't care. So pretty, Tony. We fam in the club. We
Oh,
fam.
we fam in the club. Huh? In the club, we all fam. I got
um, um, Donna said. Let's see what Donna said. Right, ADP got to take care of their families by any means necessary. The W brought this on themselves, trying to be cheap. Yeah, Donna, they did. That not only did they there go. I don't know, guys. It just did that funny thing. So pretty, Tony. But okay.
Oh yes, can you hit that? You hit that presentation off. Let's see.
How do I take that off? I don't know how to take that off. Do I go back to?
No, it should be from your panel. You should be able to see at the bottom. It should say "Remove Virtual." It
You
should be a
said the
little.
bottom of.
Yeah, it should be a little blue tab.
Oh, the X right here.
Yeah. Did it take it off? Did you hit it?
Yeah, I hit it.
Ay, caramba. Maybe
Oh,
me coming on brought it back.
Okay. Okay. Let me share. It took off the shared screen. Let me see.
No,
It
put your
took off.
shared screen on. No. So that was
Okay.
the wrong one. Yeah, put your shared screen back on.
Where'd it go? Oh,
No, it's
duh.
not your from your presentation section. It's like a little kind of like you have your running board here. There should have been something that said remove virtual, but if you don't see it, I wouldn't do it now.
I hear. Let me see. No, I only. This guy need help. What is that? Oh, it just popped up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ADP, where'd you go? Uh-oh. Just gotta get herself back in there. There you go.
I don't know what happened.
So you gotta get yourself back in there.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go back to the shared screen. But yeah, what do you want to say about the CBA, Tony?
I did actually when I was ending with Keisha, we saw that what's her name was just coming out of the negotiation. So I didn't even get to see what you're showing right now. But I'm gonna say this. It was a
Now
quiet
this
one.
one was from an hour ago. What time did this was from he posted this an hour ago. Let me see. I don't see the let me see if I see the
Yeah,
time
this
date.
was posted after I saw what's her name walk out. So I don't know what was all said. So if you want to recap it real quick.
Oh, okay. So he said this an hour ago. Um, so pretty much he was talking about the new collective bargaining agreement
Mhm.
where they have moved it to 220,000 and it used to be 214,466. He mentioned that. He also was talking about Kelsey Plum. He brought in what Kelsey Plum said about because Kelsey Plum is the vice president of the WMBPA. He was talking about what Kelsey Plum said, and she said first, second, and third is revenue sharing and salary. So when I say that we could continue to propose and to counter proposals, they are coming back further away from where we thought we would be. That is to me, and I think a lot of the players are in agreement as a union. This is literally the meat and potatoes. So he took that from what Kelsey Plum said, and then you had where he was talking about the player salaries increases was at a fixed rate of 3% per year. The players are pushing for a new model where the salaries grow with the business. And currently, the players only receive 9% of all the revenue. And he was saying that, that's a 49 to 51% from basketball related income that the NBA players receive. And while the current CBA doesn't have the clause to trigger revenue, sharing if the WNBA hit certain benchmarks. Um, he was talking about that, and then he was talking about another extension to the current CBA. How the CBA was originally set for October 31st, but the two sides agreed on a 30-day extension, October 28th, which set November 30th as the new expiration date,
Mm.
while another extension he said was still possible. President suggested it would have been announced already. So
Right.
he was like saying that the status quo we got to 11:59. If it passes without a new CBA or another extension, there would not automatically be a work there will not automatically be a work stoppage. Instead, the two sides will enter a status quo period, which appears to be the most likely next step. Um, then he was saying the key difference between the status quo and an extension is that either side can announce a work stoppage at any point during the status quo, while an extension would lock the current CBA into a set date or until a new CBA is agreed upon, right? And then he was talking about the work stoppage or whatever, and he was saying about this is what I was saying. In the event of a lockout, all league business would cease and the players would be prevented from accessing team facilities. That would mean no expansion draft, no free agency, no trades, no 2026 WNBA draft, nothing until that new CBA is in place. And then he said, depending on how long the lockout lasts, um, it's possible that the 2026 season could be delayed or, in worst case scenario, canceled. The WNBA has never lost games due to a work stoppage. So that's what he was saying in this article. And I said it's a first time for everything because the women have, oh, hey, Jacob, let me add Jacob. The women have already, they didn't speak on it, they showed action by joining Project B. I was saying they joined Project B. Our rival ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Our rival already set the tone. But for so many that have already signed to Project B, we don't know how many more are coming. So they already doing their action like you're not gonna tell me what I can and cannot do and where I can and cannot play.
Right.
That's one. So that's already one strike. So they're not gonna get what they want with telling them they only can play in the WNBA. So that's one. So for me, with that one, and then from looking at that crazy current CBA to now, and then you know them trying to come to agreement, and then the signs of them not playing and Fee going to speak to Kamala. She didn't speak to. She gave her cold shoulder and went to Kamala. The
Hey,
actions behind everything is showing people. Do we want to lock out? No, but this has to something has to be done where it's not just for now, it's for the future. And like Donnie was saying, for the families, for their families and whatever else they got going on in their life, because we don't know. But they're definitely not playing with the WNBA. They're definitely showing action behind everything.
right. Well,
So that's where we at, Tony.
it's like this again. At the end of the day, when you have to, you have to provide for yourself. The economy is getting worse. Everything, the cost is rising. So when the economy goes down and the cost goes up, and you still have to survive, and what you're making now just ain't gonna cut it. What do? You,
Hmm.
you, you basically you need to force their hands, and when you can't force their hand, you try your second method. Your second method is sometimes just being a little bit more harsh and stern with it. I know they love the game and they love the sport, and they would love to be able to play, but guess what? In order to get the best version of what you want, sometimes you just got to sit out.
Right. And it's not and it's oh, let me turn my volume down. Sorry guys. If I'm too loud, let me know.
No, you're
Um,
okay.
right, Tony. You are so right. And that's why I like the way they're doing it. They're not like being rude and disrespectful. They just been straight up,
Yeah.
and they making moves with it. And it's like, I know that people don't want to lock out. I know they want to see the season start on time. But if it was you, put yourself in their position. You're asking them to do things that could be, um, you know, not good for their families, not good for them. You wouldn't
Right.
want to be put inside of a box.
There
You know
was.
what I'm saying? Why would you want somebody else to be put inside of a box?
Right.
And why? No, they're not going to ever be able to pay these women what they deserve. But you daggone right, you're not going to keep playing in my face about it. You're going to do
Right.
something.
Mhm.
Because look how long they have been playing in these women's faces. When a woman's had enough, they've had enough. And when we join together, we will win. Watch what I tell you. Go ahead, Tom. Jacob. Hey, Jacob. Hey, nephew.
What up, Jacob? No, I can attest to that. It's too often you see stuff like this happening. So um, you just have to, and it's in all sports. It's worse for women than, of course, it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you have to figure out a way to help them understand equal pay is equal pay. We're not gonna get what the males get. I get that. But if you could come semi close, especially with your best players, right? For all players, first and foremost,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely your best players. They're your money makers. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have to pay them what they're worth. You just have to pay them what they're worth. That's it. Or you don't have an organization. And what better way for you to force their hand to do that by all of these other projects coming up? And as
Right.
these other projects coming up, and the players are going to maneuver around, you won't have a league after all anyway. So
Yeah.
because they're getting paid what they're worth, regardless of the fact that they're getting beat up and you basically can't get hurt overseas or else you're done, right? You
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm-hmm.
injured, you're coming back home. There's no sitting out and you get to iron it out and work it out and still get paid. You get hurt over there, you come home. Sometimes you come home the very next day once you get those results and they say that's a season ending injury. We'll see you next year. Well, guess what? They will see you next year and you're going to come back and you don't get the rest of that pay.
That's why
So,
I'm curious to know, so pretty Tony, what is in Project B for the women to secure? Because it has to be something in about that. It has to be something in that agreement about what you're talking about, as far as
no,
them getting
the
paid.
only agreement is that pay. That pay is is important, right?
Mm.
Money
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is the root of all evil. It's
Mm-hmm.
also the root of you being able to feed your family. And
Yes.
sometimes when folks are sitting there and they're harnessing and holding on to something which really isn't theirs, right? It is the
Mm-hmm.
players because ultimately the players are affording you to be able to make the money you're making at this statute. So if the players are affording you to make the money while you're here, and you won't even give them just a taste or a tidbit of what you have, you're giving them crumbs, that's a problem. And the players
Yeah.
just aren't worried about that. Yes, they know what they're getting into when they go overseas to play, but they know that they have to go over there and they have to play to make money. It's either
Mm-hmm.
go overseas and make that money and play the game you love, or stay back and work a job where they might give you a nice job, but they may say you qualify, they may say you don't, or it's a million and one things that they can say, and then you're not working the best of a job, but you have a job because you still have to make money and you still have to survive. It's crazy. Oh, go ahead and get your money.
Thank you, Victory Taylor. I'm so happy, girl. Thank you for that 199 super chat.
Here come the money.
Yeah, I gotta get my little thing going. Thank you, Tony, for my sound
You got
effects. And then Donna said, you gotta take a stand. It's way overdue. It's
yes.
not hard. Just meet the ladies halfway on all areas of concern. Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's easy.
Pay the revenue shares. Come on, W. Make it right. Equal across the board. Right. You listen. They
That's
make it.
all they're asking. They're not asking for anything that's too big. They're
And
not.
they make it bring anyway. You still everybody happy. You still gonna make your profit, and we're gonna make ours too. That you guys been taking.
Yep.
So we just want what's rightfully ours. Jacob, you want to say something about the CBA, Jacob?
You guys hit it on the head. And hold on, I want to ask Tony this quick question. No, I'm not trolling Tony. Can you repeat what you said again, Tony? That you guys are not trying to ask for the same share as the men. You guys are just trying to get a better.
No, you want the same share as the men, but that's not going to happen. And the reason that's not going to happen is because your season number one isn't long enough, right?
Okay.
You don't have the length of time. You don't play as many games as they do. So you're not going to get what they get. But if you compile the number of games of what the men would make in the same amount of time frame that the women are playing and give them at least close to that, now you're having, to me, now you're in negotiations for a conversation, right? But you're not going to get what they get because there's some things that men can do within their game that the women aren't allowed to do, or they just don't have the physical capability of doing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you're of size. Most men in the league can all pretty much dunk, right? They all have some type of showmanship. For the women's game, and this is where the reality comes in, and it just has to be said,
Okay.
women sports, when it comes to basketball, the hypeness behind women is going to be their trash talking, their physical play, and maybe you get like a AB or one of those guys that will, I mean, females that will be like a Brittany Grant or something like that that can dunk,
Mm-hmm.
and might give you a ooh and a ah here and there, but it's solely based on defense, the physical play, the trash talking, and it just getting it done. Nice passes, nice down, being able to execute, watching X's and O's. For men, you got flash, you have dunking, you have the same intangibles that I just named on the women, and a couple of more. So you have to look at the balancing dynamics of both men and women, and
Mm-hmm.
what are they getting paid, how they're getting paid, what makes it exciting, what draws a crowd. You have just a couple of I'm sorry, a couple of females. I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold or whatever, but a couple of females that are in the league that have brought major visual eyes, right? And we all know who they are. Um, and for the men, you have more than none. And on top of that, you have more teams, you have more games, you have more stars.
More
So it's
players.
it's just different. It's different, but
Hmm.
yet the same. The ball bounces the same. The ball goes in the hoop the same,
Mm-hmm.
but your sexuality is different. Your physicality is different. Your style of play is somewhat different. So to compare and contrast, you have to look at all those dynamics. And when you're in a meeting and you're talking and you're going through scenarios like this, those are some of the talking points, I'm almost certain, right? So when we say we got to pay them with their work, we're paying them with their work for the amount of games that they're playing and what you're
Mm-hmm.
allowing them to do. Because if you allow them to have the trash talk, you allow them to have the physical play, which is a part of the game, right? If you have the trash talk,
Yeah.
you have to have some physical play. You can't have trash talk and no physical play because it don't equal out. It doesn't
Out
air out,
together. Right. Right.
right? So those things are all important. All of them are key entities for this, and it's a part of this negotiation. But I love X's and O's, and I like to see X's and O's, and sometimes the males, the NBA, they'll do that, and sometimes they don't. I love at moments when it's called for to push the ball, and there's no plays ran because it's just a run and gun, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
have to know how to change pace, how to give and go on that. But back to this CBA, those things play a part. The length of
Yeah.
time, the amount of games, um, and basically what we're seeing, right? And that's about, oh, put
Mm-hmm.
butts in the seats. I know there's one that called me put Heyman's butts in the seats. I'm cool with that, right? Because it's the truth, right? You get those superstars that come in and they're putting more seats, more butts in the seats than you had before. And
Right.
that's just how the number games go. So
Mm-hmm.
you might have a stacked arena for women and you might not, right? You have the expansion team that Valkyries, they had a sellout crowd every game that they played at home or a visiting team. So at that point, does that fade over time? Yes, it will, right? Unless
Mm-hmm.
you have someone that's oohing and eyeing them on that team year in and year out. Sparks had Lisa Leslie. It was a madhouse. They had Candace that came in while she was there. It was a madhouse. You had other players on that team that were great. It was a madhouse. Same thing for Houston Hoops before the Houston Comets before they was disbanded or whatever, right? That
Right.
team was so same thing. You had the oohs and the ahs because you had the Cheryl Swoops and the Tina Thompsons and the Cynthia Coopers and those guys, right? And they were flashy. As flashy players, you're gonna get folks that's gonna come and watch you play. You're gonna get folks that's gonna pack the room. You're gonna get folks also in the community that want to see that sport for the female. So it's a lot of intangibles. There's a lot of intangibles in that. And over time, if you're not giving, this isn't something that you're giving them on a given night. It's okay for a male team, unfortunately, to not be as great and still have a, a sold out arena versus a female team.
Right.
So I don't know. I can go on and on with it, but that's just where I'm at with it, right? I want to see them get exactly what they deserve. And they know what they deserve, and they're not going to ask for much more than that beyond what they know that they should get based on the amount of games that they're playing, based on the amount of revenue shares that they have that's going out on their jersey sales, all their different
Right.
merch and different things they got going on. The vending, let's not forget about the vendors that's inside the
Mm-hmm.
arena that's serving people. All of the money that they're making off of that, they're making so much money.
Much more. Right.
You can't tell me you can't pay them what they're worth. I'm not
That's
buying it.
right.
Get the super chat.
Um, she said, okay, Victory was saying that, how did I do that? Hold on, son. I'm trying to hit it. Why not let me hit it?
Yeah, because I can't hit yours. I was trying to get it back in here.
Okay, hold on.
Because
It's
it's
got
still,
some blocking Victory's thing. Okay,
oh,
she
it
was
might be
saying,
still loading up there at the top.
okay, she was saying, she said, Victory said, send gift. She said send gifts to the other two, but she didn't know how to send it.
Oh,
So
thank you. Appreciate
I
Well, I
she
you.
don't have.
sent the
Yeah, I don't have.
5. o- Okay, she sent 5. So I got to see how to send it to you, Tony. We gonna
Yeah.
figure it out, Victory.
You know what? I need to add my let me see if it'll let me go back and add my handler
I,
underneath my name.
yeah,
Like I have
add your
it
stuff.
on
Yeah.
like I have it on Keisha's page. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, do that, Tony. Oh, okay, we're gonna get that right. Victory.
ADP, ain't
June's
no way y'all gonna beat the Broncos.
Jacob. Jacob.
No, I'm not joking. Y'all are
JD5
about to beat the Broncos.
Jacob. JD5 does not come back to next week. Okay. A moment of silence. A moment of silence.
No, they're
I
about to
think
beat
he
the
should stay out.
Broncos.
Huh?
They're about to beat the Broncos.
That's because JD5 done put that LSU juice up in there and say, look, man, look, we need to do something till I come back. Come on now. Come on now. I got you. I got you.
Y'all not
That's what
making no
JD
playoffs. I'll tell you that much.
Jacob, it don't matter if we make the playoffs this year, next year, whatever the case may be. Just the point
Been
of them
around the
getting
world and now, yeah, yeah.
look, just the point of them
I
being
can't
able to
find
play
my
so pretty,
baby.
Tony and Jacob, we're gonna be happy. But I'd rather for JD5 to sit out the rest of the season
Well, I
and
heard
rest
any
than to
stuff.
come back.
I
But
was
that's
singing
just
that
me.
song.
That's just me. You know,
That's why I
Jacob,
was
not
singing
too
that
much.
song.
Not too much. Would you
Also,
say so, pretty Tony?
I said, been around the world and I
Can't find my way.
can't find my
since I'm
way
here,
here.
y'all can clown me for the Bulls losing the 3 straight bad teams from here. Go ahead. I do not care at this point. Bro, Claude, you put me into this shit. What the hell?
Don't worry about it, Jacob. We're gonna touch on that can of whoop in a
You
minute.
all right. You all right,
June
Jacob.
said
I ain't gonna do you in tonight. I ain't gonna do you in tonight.
Hey, yeah, okay. That's not too bad, but
she
okay.
ain't gonna do you right now. She ain't gonna do you in right now. She gonna get you though. You know how she be putting Bro Cloud in the trick bag, and she
Bro
do it
Claude
like a
be trying to,
snap of the
help
finger.
me, so I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him.
June Brown said the WNBA has become quite exciting and they have more great stars coming. So I see
Yes.
continued success in the WNBA.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
they
some
gon' they gon' they're
Vegas.
gonna have the success,
They got
but
some
they're gonna have to
Vegas in it.
respect the success too, June. They're gonna have to respect the success coming in, and this is the whole point of the women being able to do that CBA. They're not just standing for themselves; they're standing for all players.
Yeah.
You know, so this is going to help the new stars coming in
Yeah.
because the new stars coming in are going to um need those vets. They're going to need those vets.
Yep.
They're not going to be able to come in at W and just do it by themselves. So yeah, they will. I believe that. But they're gonna have to make some decisions and do them right. It's time. It's past time.
Right.
Goon, you coming here talking about them Grizzlies? Oh Lord, we we ain't talking about no Grizzlies. Look, I already look. I saw a job T-shirt today, and I said, I said, but that's a $50 price for a T-shirt nowadays with somebody's face on it. But you know, what can you say? But yeah, so I guess we'll wait and see what comes up in the morning because you know that's gonna be the talk for tomorrow is that CBA
Yeah.
because today was the last day for it. Um, and I don't believe they should give in. They could, like you said, so pretty Tony, and somebody said in the chat, at least meet them halfway. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
just try to take it all. So if they can meet them halfway, then we can see something. You know they were talking about everything else except for that revenue sharing. We
Absolutely.
okay you raised the cap. I mean the salary. Okay, whoop de doo. Now we need to
Mhm.
see about that revenue that you're trying to hide.
Yep.
You don't play the figures. You already know what you're doing. This ain't something you need to think about. This is something you already know. The one thing about y'all watching that money come in.
Right.
So we're gonna wait and see and see how they're gonna do with the CBA. But unless they came up with a great decision of meeting them halfway, we will be having a lockout. And then you gotta look at okay, so if we did come to agreement, what next year I'm not gonna be able to play in any other league. It's so much at stake in the CBA. You know that they can't play around when they do make a final decision if they can come together on some type of agreement, right?
Yep.
So, oh, okay, guys, I'm glad I got so pretty Tony up here
Yeah.
because and Jacob, we're gonna touch on your boy. Yeah, it's hurt my mouth to even mention it. Ooh, I like Caleb, guys. I like Caleb, and I'm trying to take the gummy out of everything. Y'all just don't know. If I open up my IG and my TikTok again and see that video of Bro Claw with that LL Cool J bear chain, I'm gonna have to go to rehab. Okay, I kid you not. Every time I open up my TikTok and my IG, he up there dancing with that gummy bear chain on. But I have to give credit what credit is due for Caleb's second year, and I'll explain why when we get into it. But first of all, we got to get into LSU, and
Yes.
what I want
Oh,
to talk
hell
about with
no.
LSU. Hold on, Jacob. If you look, Jacob, you can talk about your team because I'm learning. I'm learning more about guys. If you want to know everything with Olivia Miles, follow Court Vision with So Pretty Tony because she is on Olivia Miles. That's how I'm learning more about Olivia Miles and just other players too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because once they started off, it's up to you to go back and research it. But
Yeah.
they gonna let you know. So when you go back, you know what you're talking about, like ADP. But
Yeah.
I'm quite sure Jacob got something to say on his team. Jacob, you know your team, so you need to represent for your team. Talking about them. But first, we're gonna talk about LSU, and then we'll get to you, Jacob. But also, Tony can touch on Olivia Miles too, because she's been on Olivia Miles, and her coverage has been great, guys. It's been excellent. And it's some things in there I didn't even know. She was like, ADP, what you think, girl? I'm like, in my head, guys, I'm like, girl, you was doing such a good job. Let me catch up. When they say fake it till you make it, I'll be like,
I
girl,
can
you
tell
know
you
what she
make
could
it,
do?
baby. I can tell you make it, baby. That's what I say.
Because y'all know how ADP do with this sports talk. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting over there saying, when you get on that panel, Tony, y'all be talking about, oh, guys, when they be like, oh, this one in position this and position that on the court. I'm like, man, I'm just looking at these players. I'm like, get on the court and just play the game. Like all this position here. She could play the four, she could play the three. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we playing? Sorry, a connect four. Just let them get out there and play. But they got a term for everything. So guys, I had learned they can play at the 3, the 4, the 1, the 2. You see that? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in there. So yes, so pretty Tony. So with you, okay. I'm only 3 years in with LSU because, well, is it 4 for Angel? No, because she's had 2 years. And
Had 2 years with,
no, yeah,
and
it's
now
4 for
a
me
season.
for as an LSU fan. I'm 4 years in as an LSU fan, but I am still learning. That's why I'm up. That's why I'm always on Keisha and Tony's live. I'm watching and learning so I can go back. And I'm gonna continue to be watching back games and different stuff. Even though I don't know the place, I still need to know. Hey, this move is quick. What is this called? I'm asking questions. That's what I love when I go to you guys' show or whatever. If I have any kind of question, it doesn't seem crazy. I just be wanting to know, hey, why they do this or why this? But Tony,
Sure.
LSU is keeping it 100 with
Yes.
8 games. I don't want to hear it, guys. Little team, small team, whatever. Why nobody else ain't doing it? Stop saying, oh, these teams ain't worth nothing. They worth something. They're getting on the court, whether they make 5 points, 20 points. They are a team. We got to quit saying that. No excuse. They on the court. We're going to play them. This is how it's done. And they're putting belt to you know what. So,
Mm-hmm.
Tony,
Yes.
let the world know because they made history with 6 games at 100. Now they are top dogs
Mm-hmm.
with making 100 per game in their
Mm-hmm.
8th game. Let them have it, Tony. And no haters in the chat, okay? No haters, because we're gonna step on your necks. I'm sorry, guys. We'll pray later, but we're gonna step on your
He said he'll pray later. Amen. Right now, before we get started. Um, no, so just watching LSU, I love what they're doing. I love the combinations that are going out there. And I know it looks like uh, our good old coach not letting up, right? Throughout the game when the game is just underway. Why should you? Why should the players have to play less or as you use the term dummy down their style of play because the team that they're playing isn't up to that particular caliber? But they are a team nevertheless, and they are in that division. So with that being said, you have to allow them to play. They got to play somebody. If not LSU, who? Right? They can play each other
right.
and they can battle for who's going to score the least amount of points in the game. But at the end of the day, who in the world else or who better should they play against? There's so many teams that they can play against, and it's
Mm-hmm.
those teams need to push themselves too. So if Kim Mulkey want to give those teams an opportunity to come and play her team, why not? Right?
Right.
In that aspect, that teaches LSU and allow LSU, and Kim Mulkey said it best, putting her team in a position because she doesn't have them come in the summer on their off time. They come into the season and that's when they kicking it in. So trying to have the chemistry, balance everything out, what players work with who, the numbers
Right.
of who to pull in and out for who, how to shift them. Can they play more than one or two positions? How does it look when they play in that position? Moving them around. It's a number of things that Kim Mulkey is doing right now. We're trying to get everything ironed out before they get into conference play. So if that
Right.
means those girls, they are good. That rookie,
Tony.
that freshman group, they're good. They
Oh
are
my gosh.
they are peer players, right? You have
Mm.
some players, they're playing the game and they're just in it just because they have some type of skill about them. But these girls not only have the skills, they're playing the game. They want the game. They want to play hard. They want to get
Right.
better. They want to. Is for them. I don't think at this point they're looking at any of the games and said, "Oh, I should be starting." I think they all
No.
understand the role in which they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about this. Keisha and I just I want to say day before yesterday. I believe Falasia Fawali is excited for where she is. She's
She's
excited if she
mm-hmm.
starts. She's excited if she comes off the bench because regardless to whether she comes off the bench or she starts, she's going to give you the same output, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the pure point guard that they have, she has to play that position. Is there other things that she has to work on, like being more of beyond just a facilitator? Yes. But she's doing that so well, and now isn't the time. She's a freshman, right? She should be
Mm-hmm.
doing things to get better. But right now you have dominant players on the team. You got Williams, you got Johnson, you got Fawali. So when Fawali comes out there, you got Kovar. Kovar is experiencing her position. So you're looking at these ladies and you have to play them accordingly. It can't be, oh, I'm gonna play this player and I'm gonna start this player simply because the fans want me to.
Right. Right.
We would all love to see Falasia be a starter. But I love her just as well coming in like she's coming in and dominating.
And
That
she don't have a
spells
problem with it, Tony.
right. It spells much more to me, and I love how it speaks on her character right now. Where everybody's concerned, she's unbothered. And I love it. Right. And when you're unbothered, you're gonna play freely. Being able to play
Mm-hmm.
freely is to do just what she's doing, putting up big numbers, defensive stops, uh,
Man, her
nice dimes.
her
Her passing
throwing and her
ability
yes.
is out of this world. And the more I see her play, the more I get to see her game.
Yeah.
Um, it's one thing to see her play in high school and see her do a bunch of things because not everybody is on the same caliber. And you're not going to play because in college, everybody was the best on their team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in high school, everybody's not the best on their team. You're going to get to see players do all kind of crazy stuff. They get picked, they come to college, and you want them to be able to sit in and fit in and play well with all these other great players. And people get frustrated and it becomes a tug of war or the coach don't want to play me or I'm going to move around. Sometimes I wish we didn't have the portal. The portal is, however, important. It's important for
Mm-hmm.
players that get stuck, that we know that they have ability and they're being treated like AKA Shador Sanders is being treated in the NFL right now, right? So to
Right.
me, that's what the portal spells for in college. It shouldn't be for any and all. It should be
Right.
for some, and it should be for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, here's where we are, and you got to battle through it. So players are able to now go somewhere where they're able to really play and dominate. And I like that. I like that portion of it. I just don't like that they get to do it. Look, you get to go in the portal once. God dog it, don't you go back in that portal.
Keep going.
I'm only hit
Right.
that portal twice. But anyway, I love what they're doing. I think it's a well-balanced team. The chemistry is there. And
Oh, that chemistry is off the
that young
chart.
core that came in, like I said, I can't speak enough about them. I'm so intrigued and excited about their style of play, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
intrigued with what they're going to do for LSU for the long haul, coming
And
and starting now. And you have leaders like, Michaela
Flage,
Williams,
yeah,
um, Flage. I have to think of her as out the door right now, right? Because she
yeah,
at this
yeah,
point
you
is
do.
auditioning for the W. She has
Mm-hmm.
to make her mark stand where it is in the position that she is projected to go in a draft, because it can still change. Her job is to maintain her positioning or better. So she, to me, is out the door. We know what she's going to give us. You hope that once we get into conference play, she is still playing the best version of herself and giving more, right? Because that's going to be important for her. But for Wiley and Michaela being the leaders, the new leaders for these young girls that we have on this team, and those young ladies have bought in like that. They bought in just like that. And it's too
Yep.
easy to have a dynamic team and great growth from that. And that's the excitement that I see when I'm watching LSU basketball. I'm not looking at the fact that they're blowing the team out tremendously. I'm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
watching what Kim Mulkey's doing. I'm watching the rotations. I'm watching how the ladies are playing with each other. If something goes wrong, what do they do? How do they come together as a team? How do they fix the issue? How do they work with their bigs? I can
Yeah.
go on and on. It's a number of things that I'm looking for when I'm watching them play, and that's what's important. We can say,
Right.
man, they blowing that team out too. Right now, guess what? They on the road to blow some people out in conference play. Will it be
Oh
as
yeah.
easy? No. Will it be by hundreds? No. Will they beat them by 20? Yeah. So I see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
If they continue to play like this and they can
Right.
stay together and shift what they're doing now up here. If they can shift this to here, sky's the limit, right? And so that's
Right.
that's where I'm at, and hoping to see, and that's what I've seen so far from them. They're a great team. They're a balanced team. Just like I'm watching some of these other teams out there that I thought just had it together, and
Yeah.
they're just fumbling the bag at this point.
Oh
They're
yeah.
fumbling the
Oh
bag.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
And
I could go on and on, but I'm gonna stop right there.
And another thing too, because I be watching it, I'm just like mouth dropping, just watching them go back and forth, and the girls that's coming in to play this year, just awesome chemistry,
Yeah.
guys. You can say what you want to say about LSU, but I haven't seen it so far. I haven't watched every single NCAA game or anything like that, but I have not seen the chemistry that LSU has with the other teams. That's a difference. That chemistry that they have makes a difference. Not just the chemistry, but you have to look at they have to love and respect, even though some are new, so they ain't got to the love part, but they respect Kim Mulkey. It shows. They respect what she say and how what she is putting them out there to do. Those two things and the chemistry makes a difference because you're seeing it. And like so pretty Tony said, when they face these other teams, it's not gonna stop. It's just that the points may be a little different, but for me, don't come at me, chat. But I'm saying this again. I'm seeing LSU going for that chip. I don't care. I don't care what you guys say, but that's what I'm looking at. I see it. And this is just the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna see they got some. Do they have some stuff to work on? Oh yeah, they got some stuff to work on. What team doesn't? But it's different when you have a all around chemistry. And you know why they hating so much? It's because they, regardless, they have that chemistry. Everybody want to talk about Moki this, Moki that. Psh, man, Moki is a phenomenal coach. She is. Hold up, Jacob. Wait a minute, Jacob. Don't stop in my "I have a dream" LSU speech now.
That's been D that's been saying that, not anybody else.
Oh, well, look, I'm having flashbacks from her, bro, Clyde. You know the ops. Everybody be saying stuff like that, but I'm just here. Look, we speak life, they gonna have life. I'm looking at these girls, they want it, and when you're hungry and you want it, and you got that chemistry, you're gonna work hard and get those little mechanics and all that stuff you need to work on. You're gonna work on all of that.
Yeah.
She ain't no gimmick coach. Goon. We gonna strike that comment from the record. We're gonna let you live in the comments, Goon, okay?
Yeah, he's living down there.
And Donna said, yes, the Lady Tigers continue that. Oh, yeah.
Money. He ain't paying
She said,
more money. I'm not listening to Goon.
I've been seeing Goon crazy, but Donna said, what Donna said, she said, yes, the Lady Tigers continue their togetherness chemistry throughout the season. Gonna be something to see. Oh, it is gonna be off the chain. Listen. They done got in there, Kim and all them. Kim is together. They like, look, this is our goal. This is what we want to happen. You know what I'm saying? Can you guys accomplish that? If you can't, you know where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see them giving up just because they put. Oh, let me rewind that. I know everybody keeps saying they playing against little teams and stuff like that, but even the big dog teams, guys, you claiming are so fabulous and so great, are playing like those little teams. Ooh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just keeping it real.
You did.
Don't go there. So we ain't coming at nobody else's team. Don't come at LSU because some of them big dog teams are just not playing the same, and you gonna see that. And I can't get into it because then some people really gonna come at me. I'm gonna just hush my mouth. I'm gonna say this. We go back and forth with certain teams every year and everything in America. But this particular year, what you guys think is gonna happen with this other team, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen like it used to happen. They are going to have to work hard for it. Yeah. Say what you want to say. LSU didn't do the 4, LSU this, LSU that. Okay, you know what? One thing LSU don't do. They don't talk about it, they be about it. And every time, go ahead and say what you gotta say, because as soon as they hit that locker room, that's inspiration for them to work harder. So just go ahead, keep on talking. You think these ladies don't hear that? They hear it. They all up on social media. They gonna take that like Angel Reese did when they was at Unrivaled and ESPN put them last. And what wind up happening? They wind up winning the chip.
The chip.
But guys, we're gonna let Jacob get into his favorite team. Oh, I hope he's not glazing like Gummy, but go ahead, Jacob. You got the floor now since
I got a few
since you
things
all
to
in the
say.
chat talking about they ain't played no good team, Tony. That's what he was doing with Goon. But go ahead, Jacob. You have the floor.
I got a few things to say before I go to my Bears.
Go ahead.
One, ADP. Do not get gaslit by this lady over here and Keisha. Do not get gaslit by those two because they are LSU Glazers.
I'm an LSU Glazer too. Not just because it's Let me tell you something. Not just because it's LSU. Let me listen, Jacob.
He's glazing over the Bears if that's the case.
Let me tell you something about people from Louisiana that I noticed. And I kid you not, so pretty Tone. I kid you.
I don't know what the problem is.
Y'all, they diehard fans and they talk
just like you're a diehard Bear fan. I'm a diehard LSU fan. It's no different.
I don't go like that though.
Jacob, let me tell you, they are diehard and they come together. They talk the same. They don't play. I kid you not. So pretty Tony, I was talking to Big Girl. Big girl saying this. Hadn't watched the live today when y'all were talking about Shador and all that kind of stuff. She said the exact same thing that So Pretty Tony and Keisha was saying, and she ain't even watched the live, and especially with LSU, they talk the same. They do not play about their team.
Man, what you talking
They
about?
they don't play about
Runs in my
LSU.
veins.
Period. They are
Purple and
strong.
gold runs in my veins. Black and silver runs in my
Tony,
veins.
y'all deep.
I don't know
Y'all
what
deep.
you're
Donna
talking
be in
about.
the chat doing
What
her
are you
thing with
talking about?
LSU too.
Glaze.
That's
No,
not
they be for
glaze. That's
real.
different.
They
That's
stand
something
down.
different. You gotta understand what glazing is. I'm not glazing over.
That's not glazing because
You're
they will tell you.
ADP and thinking they're this great team when
No,
they're
they
dog
didn't.
shit.
Jacob,
I don't know what you're crashing
I
out
watched
about. We
LSU
are a
play.
great team. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me
Y'all
tell you
played
something.
elementary school teams.
I don't care if we played. Well, I
It don't care if
played
they, Jacob,
the
you
old
missing the
lady in the
point.
shoe with the 12 kids who didn't know what to do.
Jacob,
Right.
you missing the point
It'd be
because
the same
like
thing, right?
yeah, and then with these big teams,
They're
they not.
gonna play Duke next, right? Duke isn't
Duke
playing
is not
very well.
good. They're ass.
Well, hey, is that our fault? No, it's not LSU fault that Duke is faltered. It's not our fault that the
That's
team
the only
we're
time
playing
I'll give you
ain't
that.
great. Don't do that, Jacob. Don't do that.
Jacob,
That ain't
just because
LSU's fault because the teams are falling off. Who are they supposed to play? They got to play somebody.
Yeah,
Go play UConn.
and
You play
UConn.
them
Let
when
me say,
it's time to play them. You don't play
yeah,
them before that.
and then all UConn and
It's
all them are
jumping,
not
but
doing
you
all that
don't play
great to
them
me.
before that, Jacob. What conference do you know? I don't mean to cut you off, ADP, but
It's
what
okay, girl.
conference
Let them have it.
do you know right now, even including South Carolina just played a team and got busted, right? That's because that's their schedule. But in the past, guess what? South Carolina beat everybody. Nobody had nothing to say. Oh, it's all woe at this. Oh, Dawn Staley, the best in the world. I know Dawn Staley. I know Kim Mulkey. I'm not glazing one over the other. They're coaches. Coaches need to do what coaches do. Players got to do what players do by playing. So guess what? If the team they play against isn't doing their job, that don't have nothing to do with the team that like LSU. That don't have nothing to do with South Carolina. The teams they're playing gotta play. They gotta play. It doesn't matter what conference they're coming from. They gotta play the game. The game is meant to be played, just like your Bears. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Bears still gotta play, right? It doesn't matter if it's a team that they should have beat, that they lost to, or if it's a team that they shouldn't have lost to, that they won. Vice versa, it won't matter. Any team you go up against, they gotta play the game, and I don't care how good or how bad they look. Sometimes them playing LSU, those teams playing LSU, they might not look so great, but they go play a Duke or somebody, and guess what? It's gonna be a tied ball game. Whose fault is that? That's Duke's fault. That ain't LSU's fault. Don't hate the player, baby, hate the game. Don't hate on those
Right.
players.
Tell them again.
Those players are doing their job. Their job is to get on there and perform. It doesn't matter if you're LSU or you're UAB or you're TCU, Texas. It don't matter. You all got to perform because you decide to put the jersey on. You getting paid that scholarship money to play. So you can go out there and you can look like an elementary school team if you want, as you and others say, or you can go out there and you can ball out. You can't choke when the lights come on. It's not LSU fault that they're choking when the lights come on. They really truly believe they can go in there and they can beat LSU. But once they put that doggone foot on their throat, they just like the little old lady in the shoe with kids that don't know what to do. That's it. So don't hate on the team. Don't hate on the coach. Guess what? When it's time for them to play somebody that's going to actually challenge them, then let's have the conversation. But it's not their fault. They're going to step up to the challenge. Now, whether they look great, as Goon say, when they get in conference play, they don't look so good. Maybe they don't. Well, why? Because now you got somebody that's playing stellar defense. You got somebody that's blocking shots. You got somebody that's getting in the passing lane. You got somebody that's running offensive sets. You got somebody that's skilled and poised. So don't hate the team that's blowing folks out right now because they're running and gunning. When it's time for them to play the teams that's going to challenge them, that time is going to come. Whether it's not even in conference play and it isn't until playoffs. Regardless, they're going to meet those people. And you just hope that when they play them, that they're going to fare out. Whether they blow them out or they win by one.
Right.
It won't matter. A win's a win. Right? So glaze, if you call that glazing, then by all means, that's what I'm doing. But I don't glaze. I'm a coach. I don't glaze on no team. I guess what? I'm gonna call it like a TI is. Period. I'll say it for LSU. I'll say it for South Carolina. I'll say it for UConn. I'll say it for freaking Notre Dame. I'll say it for anybody. I'll say it for Tennessee. I'll say it for Texas. TCU. It don't matter. I say the same for everybody. You got to play the game. Don't let the game play you. You play it. It's just that simple.
That's right.
It's that simple. And if the teams that come in don't fare well, whose fault is that? That's not LSU's fault.
Right.
That's not their fault. They going out, they doing their thing. They practicing their ass off. They getting ready for their conference.
And that's what's so crazy about this. That's all y'all got to say about LSU. They're playing teams that don't matter. Them teams matter. They got a name and they got jerseys on. They matter when they hit the court. That's all y'all got. But I'm gonna say this. LSU to me seems like the black sheep of the NCAA. Not because they're a bad team, not because they're doing nothing wrong, because they're dogs. And some of y'all want some of that dog sauce. Y'all can't get it.
Well, here's the deal, right? It's not even LSU. It's Kim Mulkey. Because they do that to Kim Mulkey everywhere she goes. So it's not the fact that it's LSU. It's Kim Mulkey. I'm just gonna say it.
That's crazy, Tony.
Because we haven't had this type of problem before Kim Mulkey came, right? But we want these type of problems because she's giving us a winning program. So
Gotcha,
when you
Tony.
bring a winning program, you're gonna have situations like this. We've had coaches in the past that have tried. We have coaches in the past that have done extremely well, but they never got over the hump. Who got over the hump? Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey and the players that she had at that time. You can have the best skilled players on your team, but if you cannot coach, you not winning.
That's a mic drop.
Period.
I don't have it.
And you can have not so talented players on your team and have a great coach and skate by. And guess what? Now everybody's talking about it. Now everybody putting your name out there. Now everybody want to throw the scrutinization at you. How did LSU make it through? Well, LSU actually got a coach that can coach, which Goon says she can't. Right? She did something well. She brought something to the program. She can recruit her ass off along with her staff. So guess what? She did something right when it came to LSU. So
and they won a chip.
Let's talk about it. I mean, they did the same thing with her at Baylor. They did the same thing with her at La Tech when she was assistant coach. Because she did a lot of coaching from the bench, which was amazing, over the head coach. But guess what? Her and her head coach had that type of relationship because she went to La Tech. Kim Mulkey's been crazy all her freaking coaching career. So anybody that say she a loony bin and she out of mind, she's been that way forever. But that's what makes her a great coach. Let her do her. She was a country girl that came in and was a wild banjo, and she ain't changed at all. She was wild when she was playing. She's a wild as a coach. She say whatever she want, and it doesn't make her no never mind. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay.
Yep. You said that right, Tony. Tony opened up that can of whoop worms, did she on you, Jacob? I'm sorry, my bad. Y'all know I told you.
Not really.
Yeah, really, Jacob.
Not really.
So what would you like to say about your team, Jacob?
Since you done talking about LSU.
Oh shit. She is a great. No, I'll say this. She is a great.
No,
coach.
let us have it, Jacob.
No,
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating something.
Stop that, goon. Don't do that to that woman. Don't do that. That woman ain't got to open up her checkbook for nobody.
Tony, how come you're not? How come you
As
keep
a
all
matter of fact, goon, she's stingy as hell.
It really
Since you brought up Simone Augustus, why don't you call Simone? Simone will tell you. You're mobile.
Wait, I actually have a question for Tony. This is not a troll. How do you feel about Lane Kiffin's move to LSU before I answer your question again?
Well, Lane, and we spoke about that too. I think Lane, she can have a space in the place. So what I mean by that is, right now, she's gonna be a big guard, but so is Williams, right? You got to have somebody come in and replace Fly J when she's gone, right? So who's better to play that position? Although she's more of a ball handler than Fly J.
I'm talking about Lane Kiffin. You're talking about a she. I'm confused.
Yes,
Talking about a
Jonathan.
big girl.
That-
She
that
can
was
handle the
it.
rock.
No, the football coach.
Oh, Lane. I thought you were talking about a girl
No.
with the long curly blonde hair. Oh, him. Oh, we'll see what he does since he already getting fired from his other program.
Oh, now goon trolling you saying Lane Kiffin is a man.
Yes, no, I confused him with the player that's in my
I
head.
got
That's
confused.
coming
Also, I'm like, what?
No, the player is in my head because we were talking basketball. I'm thinking straight basketball.
I got
I'm
you. I
thinking
got
talking
you.
about the coach,
got you.
the guy. Yeah, no, he's his team is letting him go. They're gonna go on and give him his severance, tell him he can pack it up and go. If he comes and he makes the program better, by all means, why not? Because we don't have a coach right now, so any coach is better than no coach. Any coach is better than no coach. Yeah, I'm straight basketball mind right now. I was thinking the freshman coming in.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, no, I didn't even look. I didn't even pay
forgot.
attention to the name. I'm just like, yeah, no, she's coming in. She gonna need somebody to take Fly J spot. I'm thinking basketball right now. I ain't even pay attention to the name you said.
But I remember Keisha, y'all talking about it on the show about the coach from
Yeah,
Ole
we didn't
Miss.
get too depth. We didn't go too depth in it, but yeah, he's and his team is going to playoffs, and he they giving him his walking papers, baby. They say you and your assistant coaches could go since they gonna go with you. So they could have let the man finish out the season. But hey, if LSU want to hire him right now, might as well. It ain't like we don't owe the other two coaches millions of dollars. I don't know how we have money to pay yet another coach. But I didn't care, man. I don't know how we're gonna pay another coach.
So Jacob, your team must won 8 straight games already.
Yeah, but before that, I wanted to get into a few things since you said I can have the floor for a second.
Don't get touchy. Go ahead.
I gotta wait a few seconds because my mom's right near me and I don't want to crash out and I don't want to come in and hear Jacob. Why the hell are you crashing out?
No, let your mama know how you be acting on the tube.
Yep, mama, he be acting up.
Good up.
I'm about to say this. Billy Donovan, you are fucking trash. AK, you are fucking trash. Fire everybody in the Bulls organization because how the hell do you lose to 3 straight trash teams? And also lose to a disabled Pistons team. How the hell do you do that and then beat Denver? Fire everybody. Chicago Bulls, you let me down again. Bro Claude gaslit me into liking this team, thinking this team is good. So Bro Claude, why did you do this to me, Bro Claude? Why did you gaslight me?
Oh my god.
And then you dancing on IG over those Bears wins? What the hell, man?
It's okay, Jacob.
Don't hurt yourself.
We tried to tell you, but you ain't listen. It's okay. At least y'all won some games. Like y'all were cracking jokes on my Warriors and stuff, but at least y'all won some games.
Team as a warm up to prepare for the top well-known teams. Yeah.
What
I'm
about
sorry to read out loud.
it's okay, Tony. What about your college teams, Jacob?
Uh,
I was saying that because you had so much to say about LSU.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
that's
your
I mean,
team
what's
must
going
have
on
waited
with your
8.
USC? What's happening?
well, they played three ranked teams, uh, 1 and 2. Because we played South Carolina and then we barely lost to Notre Dame on the buzzer beater. We should have never lost that game. Number one, South Carolina, they outshot us. Actually, not. I think they outshot. No, I think it was that and the fact that we got out rebounded because we had no bigs.
Got our
Um,
rebound for sure.
it's like the same situation y'all have at LSU, but the difference is that y'all don't have to worry about that fully yet. Is that fair to say, Tony?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think that if they could have gave your rookie some help, you'd have won that game. But you got a board, and I'm not talking about just against South Carolina. I'm talking about the other big teams, right? If you board, you win those games.
No, I
You
know.
have to have your veterans show up. When they don't show up for the game, and they're not playing as hard as they can, and they're not shining and leading, and they're letting the freshmen lead them, that's a problem. That's
Well,
a problem.
well, they're thinking that. Well, I agree. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. She's trying to do what Juju did her freshman year. I don't know why Lindsay Riley's doing that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know
got a
why.
point guard. You have a point guard right now that can shoot the ball well when she shows up, right? She can handle the ball, but she can shoot the ball well. So when she's not shooting the ball when she's supposed to help out the team, I'm going to say this. Sometimes the best lesson for players like that is you put them right next to you on that bench and you make them have a reflection moment. If you can't give me nothing while you're out there, then you might as well come on and sit with me, and I'll play all players that will try. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in your post
Yeah.
play, I don't understand what they doing. They got a board, man. They cannot run from big people. They literally let South Carolina kill them on the board. So that's on them. They are they in contingents? Can they compete? Yes, they can. They're a team that can compete without Juju,
It's a
but they
sidebar.
got to give themselves a chance. They're not giving themselves a chance.
Mm.
We
Do you
fought for like
think the
3 whole
nerves?
quarters, then it went downhill after that.
Yeah, you got to give yourself a chance.
Do you think they're nervous, or because Juju's not there with them, or they
No,
just
I
got to
don't
learn
say
a
it's not
different
that. It's
way
not
of
that.
play?
not nerves.
Okay. Okay.
Lindsay Gottlieb had dealt with teams before Juju that had that was like ranked in the 20s and stuff like that. So like that the ending tier of the rankings. So it's like that's not the first time she had to deal with that. So I don't know what, but I think she's doing fine so far, despite the circumstances that she had to deal with a bunch of transfers, that she had to deal with her star player being out, getting all these new transfers in. That's like the second, third straight year that she had to do that. So she knows how to deal with that type of stuff. It's just that we cannot shoot consistently. Thank God we're actually making our jump shots now. That's a big plus because that was a big issue coming into the season. So I'm glad they're making the shots. But yes, I agree with Tony on the rebounding side of it because we cannot get rebounds. We let Raven Johnson get like 11 rebounds over our bigs who are like 6'3" and 6'4", and that's just trash.
Yeah,
Also,
Mm.
where's Chase up at? Where's Chase up at? Hold on.
Chase
Where's he
after
at?
this part. Chase
Where's he
after
at? Where's he at?
What
Chase
you got
after
to
God.
say?
K-Step, how do you guys score 0 points today? How?
Oh, wow, they were scoreless.
No way.
Yeah, they went scoreless.
They went scoreless, huh? Well, at
But you
least I
know,
mean,
Jacob, Case up will tell you about his team.
K-Step's gonna run his mouth about the He said, "Oh, we beat your Bears opening night." I don't give a damn now. We ahead of y'all.
Boy, I hope he don't. I hope that nothing crush y'all spirit with this with all these wins. I declare because
No,
y'all
no,
glazing so hard. I'm telling you, them flashbacks coming back now. That video with that gummy chain, and I know when I go to IG or TikTok, it's gonna pop up again. But we'll see, Jacob. Now y'all doing good, but no. I think it'd be great for Caleb's second year, or whether somebody definitely listened to me because guess what? He's learning how to control his anger somewhat, where it doesn't take away from his game, but he still has some things he got to work on now. When they get ready to do those playoffs and all that kind of stuff, he can't, ain't no look, just getting by. They got different
You
styles of
win.
play.
Gummy chain. Call it the gummy chain.
Yes, that doggone big gummy chain, LL Cool J gummy chain. That's what that thing is. I said, what in the world? Oh Lord, there go the. Oh my gosh. So Jacob,
What's that supposed to be? Because they lost this year, didn't they?
no. I'm using this. This is the Chicago flag.
so Jacob, can you tell us what history has Caleb made in this season, in these past games? Who is Caleb tied with far as throwing multiple interceptions?
What?
Who's that with?
Interception? He's
That's what
on
you
throw
said.
five. He's only thrown five.
He's what now?
He only thrown 5 interceptions. What?
Okay, so if you know that, then who? Okay, I'm trying to check and see if you're on your game. So who is he compared to?
Go to
Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. No, I know who you're
No,
talking
no. I said it backwards, but you should know if this is your team, you should know who he is tied with as active leaders in consecutive games without throwing multiple interceptions.
Oh, I saw. No, I saw this. I just saw this up like not that long
You
ago.
have to know your history about your player. You got to know his accomplishment. Yes, he's winning games for you guys, but you got to know his accomplishments and his achievements, Jacob.
Kickball. What the hell, dude?
That's why I love it. They go. He said football is boring. He'd rather watch kickball
Football
instead.
is not boring. Jagoon, you just ain't watched the right game or the right team. Come to the Washington Commanders. You will feel at home.
Nobody wants to
Well,
watch
well,
them damn
technically,
Commanders.
kickball, which is also considered like soccer, is called football in Europe. So just want to correct you there, buddy. Pew, 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 pew.
I got it. I got it here. He
Yes,
told.
he's tied. He's tied with who?
Oh, it doesn't tell me who he's tied with. It just told me Drake May, Bo Nix, and Caleb Williams have their flipped their. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong damn thing. What the hell?
Jacob. He is tied with Jalen Hurts.
I hate my life.
Don't hate your life. I'm just saying, when y'all be coming at glazing and all that, glaze them accomplishment with your players, not
I
just
don't blame
glazing the wins.
individual accomplishments.
Because you was getting ready to go for that. If I said, so you had to think about, oh, he only made five. I ain't need to know all that. That tells me you ain't do your research if you didn't know who he was compared to. I want to know. Look, if my player of my team is winning for the overall team, helping the team win. I want to know what his accomplishments are. What is his achievements between the games, or whatever and stuff. What went up? What went down? What went up with Caleb? While he's winning these games. What went
His
down?
went down.
Huh?
His interceptions went down.
Okay. And what went up?
I believe it's completion percentage.
Hmm.
I think. I'm not like that. I'm not like that with like I am with basketball due to like research wise. I'll be fair.
That's good. That's good to know. That's good. That's good to know.
Arizona Cardinals, goon. What
So
the
it's
hell?
so through through 12 games, Williams has completed 58.1% of his passing, throwing 2,722 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. His yards per game have increased while his sack totals have decreased. But one thing has remained the same with his his rookie year. They put a question mark, but his low turnover rate. So he has increased though, so that's pretty good. So he working on it, Jacob. He not just winning games, he working on other stuff too, Jacob. Did he say the Cardinals going to the Super Bowl? Goon, Goon, what ship are you on with that one? Goon, even I know they not going.
He said kickball is like baseball. Man, no,
Let
it
me
is
tell you who
not.
gonna be a who.
Dude.
Let me tell you one of the NFL teams that's gonna be an upset. Them doggone Patriots. New England's top dog over there. They getting ready to upset some people.
They
Yeah.
not that good.
Hey, well they must be good there at the top over there. No, the Baltimore Ravens are not underrated. The Baltimore Ravens is just not having their usual season. That's been nice. I've seen Lamar Jackson play and it's just different. I don't know what's going on, but it's a little bit different this year.
Tony,
And
did you
then,
see earlier?
Say
huh?
again?
Did you see the UCLA Tennessee game earlier or no?
No, I'm gonna go back
Mm-mm,
and
no,
recap it tonight.
I didn't see that one either.
Yep,
That
I'm
was a
gonna
good
recap
game.
But,
it.
but what do you guys have to say, Tony? Do you know Bryce Young from the Carolina Panthers?
Yes, I do.
You know his backstory. Tony, you know his backstory.
Now I'm not on his backstory, but I've seen him play. I don't know his backstory like that. You got it?
No, I'm just saying I had did a little short, but I didn't do the full research. But so this is his second year, but for his first year, like they do so many rookies, they be ready to count them out if they're not having such the if they're not having the season. And I'm saying like a lot of the fans, and different people, sports um people, they like to try to count the rookies out for their first year. And the way that they did this young man Tony, they counted him out. They wanted him gone. They count him out. But the minute this year he started winning games and turning stuff around, now everybody all of a sudden on board
Yeah, they
with.
always want to come on board, and that takes us back to Shador, right? Shador
Yep.
is kind of the same thing. Young man's counted out. Nobody wants him. All those type of things, right? And then you have the high
Mm-hmm.
of, well, what if we play him and he doesn't do this and he doesn't perform well, or we're putting him out there and we're throwing him to the wolves. Well, technically, you already thrown him to the wolves because you haven't had anything nice to say about him, right? So
Right.
when it comes to that, then yeah, I'm keen on that. I thought you wanted to know like his actual backstory, how he came in, the type of player he is. Yeah, that I have not studied to a T. I
Oh
have
yeah, you got it.
not
Yeah,
learned.
his backstory too. He has a backstory.
Yeah,
Bryce Young does, because he wasn't intending on playing for the NFL. He has a good backstory, and getting a second chance, and that goes to show up the right surroundings. The NFL has to get together where they have not just something that look good on paper or whatever, but they got to start having more stuff in place for the mental health, especially for the rookies coming in for their first and second year, and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, I mean,
Oh no, there's a big difference from Goon. There is a big
I
difference
start
from
messing with them.
Shador and Cam Newton, of them trying to do. They didn't do Cam like that coming in. Let me tell you what. Hey guys, this is just me saying this. I'm just because I was a Carolina Panthers fan when Cam Newton was playing, and what got me,
Age
when I
bandwagon.
say this is just my opinion, this is just my opinion. So look, Cam Newton came in. He played for Carolina. When they got ready, they got to that Super Bowl. What irks me is every time. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying it's a conspiracy, allegedly.
Okay.
Every time a vet is retiring, somehow they win the Super Bowl some kind of way. If you watch that Super Bowl where Cam Newton played and old boy was getting ready to retire, he came in there and he was happy and excited, ready to play the game, blah blah blah, and all this good stuff. You
Right.
mean to tell me when they got ready to play that Super Bowl, he was in the game? You had to watch. You had to really be a fan of Cam Newton. You had to watch what he say, how he feel, how he coming off. And when he got on that floor, it's almost as if someone had a conversation with him. I'm just saying.
Right.
So you can't tell me the same guy that's been carrying this team all this season, when they had a Super Bowl, he didn't know how to play all of a sudden. No, get out of here. That to this day, I'm just saying, that is questionable. So no, Cam Newton didn't come in getting hit like that. Did Cam, was he, have his little attitude on the shoulder and all this great stuff? He did. But they didn't come at Cam like that. They from day one, they did Shador like that. Cam had a little leeway in getting in there and getting his feet wet before they start coming at Cam. You know what I'm saying? But Shador, that's a whole big different story. A
It
whole
is.
big different story. And yet everybody still wants him to be quiet. He's been humble enough. And sooner or later, you have to speak up and you have to speak out. But the way that you do it, when you media trained, you don't get caught up in that all that crazy stuff. Yeah, it don't matter if he was in a fraternity or not. I'm just telling you how the NFL can be shady and stuff. And everybody come out here to talk about the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs not doing this like they did this year. Let's not even get into that because ADP got something for that too. But I'm gonna be quiet and let
Yeah,
us enjoy
yeah, no, don't hold your tongue. Speak up.
the
Speak
rest of the
now.
season.
Or be able
Well,
to be.
I always say allegedly when they fired those refs and everybody that was connected with those chief wins, of course you but if you watch the games, guys, if you watch the season and you watch the way that they were winning those games, it didn't add up either. But hey, that's just me. Now it's real talk this year.
Yeah.
You see a big difference. They're not winning those games like that. You can say what you want to say. They still got a good Mahomes is still a good quarterback. They still got the same people up there, you know what I'm saying? So you can't say they don't know how to play. It's just that there's no there's nobody coming in and kind of like helping them. And what bothered me with the whole thing with the Chiefs is there's no way nobody wasn't aware about these refs. No way.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes when you think you're bigger than the program, you're watching it happen and you don't speak up and say nothing. So you're allowing all this to happen. So guess what? You run into a season like 2025 and you getting whooped by teams that you shouldn't be getting whooped by. But Kansas City Chief guys, don't come at me. Okay. That ain't got nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes' daddy, Goon. And this is going back to what look when they said those teams when you had several teams saying investigate Goon. Come on now, That ain't got nothing to do with his dad. Nothing to do with his dad. Nothing to do with wins. Because if it's your season, it's your season. You're gonna win regardless. If it's not your season, you're gonna pass on the torch. Like Jalen Hurts, it was his season. It was his season to win. So it's just different seasons and different reasons or whatever. But I don't think that had nothing to do with it. Not with this one.
Right. Jacob,
The,
you
oh,
sleep, Jacob? Okay, I had to check. Your head was down so long.
No, it's because I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
oh, Jacob, you're not interrupting. I was just saying, my little input about them Chiefs and stuff like that. Because it's sad because when I'm not deep into NFL like I used to be, but when you was deep in the NFL, when it came to the Mannings, when it came to Brent Favre, when it came to so many other players, you just saw a difference, especially when it got time for them to retire. It was like a cycle, but hey, I'm just saying.
Right.
It was like a cycle when they got ready to retire and stuff like that. All of a sudden, everybody winning these Super Bowls and chips and all that kind of stuff. I just like to see people earn stuff and not see them sneak getting it. That's all. But hey, who am I?
I know what you're
I
saying.
do agree with Tony and what the 80 you and Tony 80
Yeah, them.
with UConn not looking that good. That game against Michigan, they do not look they didn't look that great against Michigan. I'm not gonna lie. I even said it. I said they look beatable. They look beatable.
Yeah, they definitely look beautiful.
Well, like to me for the NCAA, like a lot of the teams that they have top dogs starting off, and it could change later, are not amazing me. And yes, great scoring when you can do 40 points and when you can do this, but one person is not still going to be able to carry that team. But that's great that you're getting those things. But later on, when you have to share the ball, when you have to be a team player, you're gonna have to do that. But sometimes people be so stuck in their ways that they're not gonna do it, and that's gonna cause your team a lot of losses. And you can be number 2, 3, 4, and 5. You still can wind up at 20. So I think give your team a little grace, but you saying y'all got new players and or whatever added to your team, so you got to give them a little grace to see what happens. Um, just like with LSU, yes, they're playing. They won eight games and stuff, but they're learning. And what's so great about the way that LSU got their game set up, like so pretty. Tony said it's more than just winning hundreds, as we actually get to see the ladies play. We actually get to see some of their skills and some of the stuff they got to fix when they start playing. The other teams or whatever that want to have a little more mojo and a little more fight in them, then we're gonna see what happens. But it just gives you time to learn the players. I mean, I'm hearing Keisha and them call these players. I'm like, Dad, who is this? Let me write her down. Let me write her down. But I think Caval, how do you say her name?
Kate
She
Cole.
is. I like her,
You're
Tony.
muted,
I
Tony.
like her. Huh? What is it,
Oh.
Jacob?
Oh no, I think Tony was trying to say Kate Cole, and then I said she was muted, so I just wanted to double let her know.
Oh, it was Caval.
I'm
Cobalt.
sorry. Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I was saying her name. Yeah.
I think she's a great asset to this team.
Well,
It's
what
something
it
about
does, I'm sorry, what it does, ADP, it allows everyone to see in depth what LSU has. So when they do play a
hmm
more highly competitive team or a team that you feel they're going to struggle with, you know what type of players you can put in from the sidelines looking in. You get to
hmm
see what they have. Who's capable? Who has the balancing field to go in for whom? And how successful you think they're going to be. Because if they're not going to be successful, you might as well leave what's out there, right?
hmm
So I mean, I like it because again, these are considered practice games, but you don't want to use those terms because those teams. They have feelings. They have support system. They are a division school. They did at some point have a highly skilled team, and people graduate and they fall off. And when you don't know what your team is going to look like yourself going into the next year, because remember, you have some freshmen coming in, but you don't have no big. You got folks coming in from the portal, and you would hope that they would mesh at some point.
That's one.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
like it.
I like what they have going on, and and it's exciting
Yeah,
to watch. And I know on one particular, I know why one particular team is upset because we got Malaysia. Now that Malaysia, that's a dime right there. But she
yeah,
like Keisha and Tony said, she got her little stuff she got to work on and stuff like that. Good gracious qualifier. She is something else on that court. Like it's like she just fits so great with that team. And it's okay. Both coaches are great coaches. Sometimes you can be great coaches, but another great coach, they understand them. They have different chemistry. So I think that Malaysia's got a really good chemistry with Kim to play just the way she playing coming
yeah.
off the bench.
Well, you take a player like Falasia Fawali, right, and you can almost put her with any group of players, and
Mm.
she's gonna find a way to make it happen because she's that skilled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, chemistry wise, things can be off balance
Mm-hmm.
depending on the pick and pull process.
Mm-hmm.
But she is a player that can go in and play with anybody and either make the players around her better or can have a foundational executional team within the team that she's playing with, even if they even in balance out. So it's just I can give her that because
Mm-hmm.
she's a bucket getter, she's a slasher, she's a great passer, and she can defend. Is she as great of a defender as I would like it to be? No, but
She still
she
got
has
time.
time
Uh
to grow.
oh. Uh oh.
Yeah.
What, Jacob?
No, because you know who Goon is about Malaysia when 80, Tony said, she, is she as great as a defender as I wanted to be? No. That's why that's why I said, oh no.
Right, and that's my opinion, right?
I know.
And
Yeah. Anybody
but
can
I'm
see.
looking at it from an unbiased, balanced position. I'm not looking at it because I have a bias towards her game. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at it from a coaching perspective. If I want to be true, have true facts or analysis about a player, I'm going to critique them from that aspect. I'm not going to put my personal feelings in it, right? Um, she can get some things done, and she's a great, like I said, she's a great player. When I say that, I'm looking at her being one of the best passers in the W when she gets there, even being as young as she's going to be. Yeah, because everybody has their intangibles. Everybody has something that they're great at. They're not just good at, they're great at. And so I want to see what's going to be great for her. What's going to be her niche? Because everybody got a niche. Everybody got their own IQ, their own defining moment. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's going to take them throughout their career in the W. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. I've seen her get burned a few times, but that's less times than none, right? Because she
Right.
definitely kills it and makes it up on the other end. So I don't see where I can say that she has too many flaws in her game. She has some
Mm-hmm.
situations that she have to handle and fix before as whether she can be the next best great and everybody knows that she's the next MJ, right? That's what they talk
Right.
about. That's what she is. Then show me. You know, because I live in Texas now. I'm from the Show Me State. So,
Oh, speaking of Texas,
what you
and I
got?
know, I think Tony knows where I'm going to go with this, since this is her conference. How do you feel about Texas next year, considering they have all those recruits that's going to compete with LSU? How do you
Well, let's
feel?
go with the word gamble, goon. No, the rephrasing of her being burnt is she's gambled and the gambling has cost her, right? So I get that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good. I was saying, speaking of Texas, how do you feel? How are you going to feel about the conference next year, considering Texas is adding like a bunch of really good recruits and Addison B. Jordan and I forgot her name. I got to look her up real quick.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. I look, I have too many alumni, Texas alumni, that if I want to go to a game, I can't just go and sit in a game and not, sit in a good seat and watch some good basketball up there at UT at all. At all. I'm loving it. I'm excited for what they're gonna bring in. It's gonna
Mhm.
be um it's just putting Texas right back where Texas should be. UT where UT should be. At one point it was it was Baylor, it was UT, it was Baylor, it was A&M, it was Baylor, it was A&M, it was UT. Yeah, they had my head spinning. But they're getting back to that. So, I'm a LSU purple and gold bleeding fool, but I guess what? I love me some Texas. I love me some Texas. I love Texas Tech and I love Texas A&M and Texas UT.
Mm. So, okay, so February, so pretty Tony, that's the first time LSU is gonna play South Carolina.
Yes,
Yep.
Hmm. Interesting.
and here's
That's gonna be a wild game, boy. It's gonna be a wild game.
That's gonna be one of the most watched games right
Gonna
there
be
for
a
sure.
wild
it's
ball.
always
That's
one
gonna
of
be
the
off the charts watched because of everybody and their hypeness. Oh, we did this and we did that, and she should have never left South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they scored 100 points. They're not playing anybody. Oh, we're South Carolina's playing somebody. Look, man, look here. Teams are teams, and they're gonna play. Doesn't matter who you suit up for. You just need to play the game to the best of your ability and play
And
within the
when
realm.
they play, do
I try to be an individual.
I can check that.
Something's gotten in my eye.
because I didn't see so pretty Tony. Y'all didn't have no thumbnail on it, so I knew Keisha. Y'all were talking about it on the panel
Oh
about
yeah, he's probably gonna put it up there.
I'll be watching because one thing
I
about
didn't put it up
Keisha,
there.
she gonna put the thumbnails up there. Oh, guys, I have to tell you, make sure you guys go check out Keisha and Duvall's video talking about Courtney Williams and talking about the stud buzz and Gabby Williams. It was a good one. Also
I saw
okay,
something up there. Is that their video? I hadn't seen it yet.
yes, Tony.
It is.
Tony, it's a good one. They had some good points in there
Okay.
with everything. Also, KSAP dropped a video about that Jerry Judy situation with Shador.
Yeah.
So um, guys, make sure you watch that. So Pretty Tony will be dropping her Olivia Mount, and of course she's dropping LSU every time I look up. So I got to catch up with LSU because I like to be able to catch up and do the playback. So if I take notes, because I'll be doing, I know I'm not the only one that do note cards and sticky notes. I know I'm not. If I am,
No.
it's all good.
Look, I
It's
put
all
my
good.
notes on my paper right here, and I got to sometimes I just refer to my paper. Hey, when you're doing research analyst, as an analyst, where you gonna
Yeah.
put your notes? Gotta have your notes. Gotta have your notes. Gotta
Yeah,
have
it's
your
so
notes.
pretty.
You gotta have them in front
Yeah,
of you.
But so Pretty Tony sent me back to that when you do your videos and stuff, because sometimes you get nervous and you be like, what in the world did I just
Oh,
say? And it's
refer back.
already recorded.
Refer back. Yes, refer back.
So you be like, I'm not going back. And guys, also to you, I know I mentioned about the book club. So I know I said we're gonna start with Dawn, right? Uncommon Favor, but I am gonna post a video with the first chapter of Asia Wilson's book, because I read that first chapter. It's called Dear Black Girls. Man, guys, and it's not a thick book or whatever. It actually fits in my big purse or whatever. But reading that first chapter, guys, it helps you to understand the players better. This is for all the aunties, the nieces. Well, Goon, Goon, if they don't want to read, they can check out the video, because sometimes I go live. I'm gonna go live with it, but I'm gonna make a video on each chapter. But my goal is, okay, follow me with each chapter, but go get the book, because it's nothing like getting a book, but just to do a review and to let you guys know. I'm just saying from the first chapter. If you can't get me in the first the first 2 pages, I got to put you down. Now because I'm gonna start to get bored. I'm gonna start skip reading. And then I'm gonna read the chapters and see which one I want to go to. But
It's like, you read that whole book? Yeah, shoot, I'm a scan reader.
Yeah, I love to read, but our schedules sometimes we be so busy. Oh, I seen people read them so Pretty Tony, them Stephen King books, them Harry Potter books, like them big books.
They're scan readers. They're scan readers to get through those books. But even in scan reading, you get to the point.
Yeah,
I'm a scan reader. When it's a lot, I got to scan read. I can't.
That's a pretty tough.
Yeah, I did that one day coaching.
Asia's book, Dear Black Girls, you don't have to scan read, because it's not like it's not real thick. But that first chapter is awesome. And that goes back, if you started reading Finding Me with Viola Davis, I'm halfway, but I had to put it down, because man, these authors, Viola Davis gonna have you want to fight the street kids, the neighbors, everybody for what they were going through. But it's so deep. See, these biographies, they don't tell you everything. You be like, oh, I'm just gonna read about my favorite player or my favorite artist or my favorite whoever actor or whatever. And then you start reading that book and you be like, what the heck is going on up
People go
here?
through a lot. They go through a lot.
Yeah. And that Finding Me, Viola Davis book is deep, Tony. When I say deep, it's deep. And I ain't even finished. I had to put it down, and I'm picking it back up this year. That's how deep that book is. Book is.
You really have to get away from it if it's been almost a year.
Yeah, it's deep. It's you can't prepare yourself for it. You know that some stuff happen in life, or whatever, but it's deeper than you think. It's great. It's great. The way she wrote the book and everything, it's just deep, like, woo, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Was that Marcus Holloway story real? Oh, what? Your favorite book was Dr. Seuss. No, Dr. Seuss is no more Dr. Seuss. He's talking about everything behind Dr. Seuss. That's what he's talking about. So pretty. Yeah. Cool. I know that used to be your favorite, but if you have children or you have nephews and nieces around that age, my favorite is the Berenstain Bears. For that age group.
Yes. That and Curious George and all that. Yeah.
And then you had Ramona and her sister Beezy, whatever her name.
I remember that. Oh Lord. Why are you making me feel old, ADP?
No, because what they what they do, Tony and Jacob, they take those books and they put them in the school, and you're constantly, they never go away. So everybody reads them. You know what I'm saying? Little Bear Franklin, go. How are you?
He's probably like 15. He probably Tulip's age.
Oh, well, you probably Tula age too. You Tula young.
No, I'm 21. Tulip is 15.
Tula is not 15.
Yes, she
Jacob.
is. She literally told me. She told me. She's 15.
Jacob, Tula was playing with you. Tula is in her early 20s. Tula is not 15. Tula in college.
She literally said it multiple times.
Tulip trolling you. I mean,
Jacob. She literally told me that she's not. She literally told me that she's not.
Well, Jacob, you probably were messing with them, and they probably, you know how you mess with Tulip and T.
Move, get out.
Where did you guys get that she's older than that? Where did you guys get that from?
And T. Carmela, huh?
Who? T. Carmela? She's not.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! You get it from T. Carmela?
No,
she got, like,
you be messing with Tula Play and T. Carmela, so that's why I said that.
Brain cell. Did you say she have a half a brain cell, Jacob?
Yeah, that's what I said. She wins. I know. That's what I know. She at least 21 in her early 20s. I don't know what Jacob talking about. I don't know. Where did you say she said she was 15?
No,
you must have been asleep that night.
Yeah, no, we call her the baby, but we call her the baby because she's that age.
Because it's Tulip, T. Carmela, and I don't know. I miss my Riddick Milky Way, but even Riddick is young too.
Riddick is
Riddick in her 20s.
Riddick's older than 21. Riddick's older than 21.
Yeah, Riddick is older than 21, but she's still young too. So
we have some young babies. We have some young babies.
Yeah, and they may be young, but they be knowing that basketball.
They be sticking you on that basketball.
I need to get to the bottom of this. Where's 12th video? I need to get to the bottom of this.
It's okay. It's okay. You ain't gotta look at her age. Just ask again.
Me about she's 15. I'm about to say, oh hell nah. I don't want to be the youngest.
Jigga, I don't know where you got that from. You sure you want to have sleep?
She told me herself. She didn't.
Yeah, what's wrong with you being the youngest? We get a lot of people in the chat until they say, when we say something, they be like, "Oh, you're old," or "How old are you?" Or they'll say something, and you be like, "Well, how old are you?" I know she will. She is not 15. I don't know what plant Jacob on. Jacob must have been asleep. He must have asked Tula how old she was, and he was half asleep when he asked. Because we got what I love about the chats is that we have a variety of men and women in the chat of different ages with different stories and stuff. You never know how old somebody is until you say something. Do you know this song? Or you say something like that, and then they be like, "Oh, okay." They'll ask you the question or whatever. Mm-hmm. But guys, please, I know this might be a teacher thing, but grab a cozy book, because you know the holidays coming up. ADP favorite holiday is Christmas. And because the reason why I love Christmas, we celebrate Jesus. We celebrate Jesus first of all. Then on top of that, it's the time that I know that I get to spend some time with my kids without them having to be in school, without my daughter and them traveling. But this year they are going to Florida, where her husband's parents are. His parents are, and so my little boo boo Mooney will be leaving her glammy, but we're gonna celebrate a little bit early. But that's my favorite. So yes, I have started playing the Mariah Carey Christmas song, and the decorations will start being up tomorrow. I am gonna do a Christmas countdown, so follow me on YouTube for that. What kind of drinks you need, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. As far as the hot chocolate, the mocha, y'all got to tell me. I'm going to Dunkin' and order some for my son, and I don't even know what to order for myself because I don't drink coffee. But it looks so good up there. It looks so good up there. I want to try it.
I was on 20. Don't give me no coffee. I end up on 20.
Oh, for real? Oh, I might need a small cup then, Tony. I probably need a little small cup.
Hyper on coffee. I was on Bro Claw's live one time, and I had just had coffee. Boy, it was another world. Yo.
She wins. Y'all ready to put y'all tree up. Y'all beat me.
Oh, my
Girl,
tree is up. I'm looking at my tree right now. My tree up.
Tony, you put yours up too.
Yeah,
Dang, man. Oh my gosh.
this is late. I usually put it up before Thanksgiving.
Me too. Oh my gosh. We are so Christmassy together, guys. We're gonna celebrate together. That's the joy of being able to come together, really. Christmas is just one of them holidays. Whether you're in front of people, you come together on chats or panels. Guys, we're gonna have us a YouTube Christmas. Okay. Yes, yes. Prepare to get sick of me. So Pretty Tony gonna do her thing over there. Her and Keisha, boy, they be that darn Keisha and Tony and Duvall and Brooklyn, they be cracking me up. Because when they get together, don't think everybody gonna agree. They gonna be going off, guys, boy. Like today, it was just great. They going back and forth. But Bro Clot is no longer on the gummy adoption list because he did really good today.
You took him off.
She wins. Or you go visit Bro Claude since you're gonna go to Chicago for Christmas. Go visit Bro Claude.
We're going to Chicago for Christmas, so she hoping it snows while we're there. Oh, it should snow in Chicago. If she wins, I don't travel to Maryland or DC because you want to talk about some snow and being real cold. Go upstate. You're gonna mess around and find out. Matter of fact, go to Fort Raleigh, Kansas. You want to see some negative weather? Now that's some real talk. You go to Fort Raleigh and see what happens. You're gonna freeze up. I remember being in Fort Raleigh, Kansas for 2 years. Went to school. We had to walk in that negative weather. I never forget it. But I'm just saying that's real cold. So I'm quite sure y'all go to Chicago for Christmas. It's gonna snow. Call Gummy Bro Clyde if y'all get trapped in the snow, because you know Gummy Bro Clyde gonna get y'all out.
He'll come scoop you out.
He gonna make sure she better tell. Look, so Pretty Tony, she better not tell Bro Clyde she going to Chicago. He gonna make sure you straight, because one thing about Gummy Bro Clyde, he a family guy. He loves people. He's a brother. He loves people.
They got mountains and shit.
Colorado guy. What?
Oh, they're good.
He said Colorado colder. You went up to Colorado, good. No, I'm telling you, Kansas got them mountains, man. You talking about you can't see when you driving in Kansas, all that fog and stuff. That's on the regular in the morning, man. Shucks. She said I hate going to Chicago in the winter, but she wanted to go this year. Oh, you such a good mom. That's what I'm talking about. She wins. Bundle up, girl. You're gonna have to have 3 pair of socks. You're gonna have to go get your thermos, girl. Get your thermos now. And you're gonna have to look. You can look cute, but you're gonna be bundled all up. So you can put that Fenty makeup and everything on, but that doggone breeze. You know how it's that breeze of that cold that be getting you. Right. It's a straight up hard cold. What did he say about? He said courtside Tony. I didn't know the military be inside the mountains. Oh Lord.
So yes, we do. Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, if you were making that as a joke, yes, we do. Let me tell you something. I've had to. One of my specialties is working in the snow, rock climbing.
Oh my gosh.
Mountain climbing. That is one of my military specialties. Yes.
This is somebody that was in the water with the sharks. So Pretty Tony.
Mountaineering. Look up mountaineering. Military mountaineering. And you will see what we do. It's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot. We do it in the summer. We do it in the winter.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta rappel down a 3,000-foot mountain.
ADP.
Oh, first that's after you've climbed it. So ADP. Yeah.
Yes, Jacob.
Look what Goon said. I put my Christmas tree up the day before, then take it down after 4th of July.
Oh, you one of them fans. Goon is something else. Goon.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
Well,
ridiculous.
Goon, if you want to do if you want to have your Christmas tree up year round,
Go find that bunker and tell me what it looks like when you get there. If you can find it.
they talking about they got a bunker inside the mountain. Okay, Goon. Did you just hear what Tony said? Goon, you don't know so pretty Tony done showed the video where she was diving in there with the sharks.
Yeah.
You know, you talking about the baddest chick? That's the baddest chick because I'm not getting ate up by Jaws.
Yeah,
Jaws and his cousin and his brothers and everything down there.
I'm a diver. I'm a scuba diver.
And she was diving like no tomorrow, so she would get away from Jaws. But ADP would be slow. I be done got ate up.
Scuba diving is calming. It's relaxing.
I bet it is. I bet it is, Tony. I bet it's nice.
Very, very relaxing.
Be able to do that. For me, it was motorcycle riding was very nice and relaxing because it's like anything can happen. What? Oh, he done sit. Oh, he sent a link in there.
Yeah,
okay,
check it out.
She'll check it out. But guys, I just want to
I know where they all are. So need to check out that.
Yeah, she know Goon. Okay.
I'm a guys, a little nifty little something.
Yeah, so Pretty Tony ain't no average chick there. She universal doing all that stuff. I done told you, Goon. You just got to follow So Pretty Tony because So Pretty Tony will drop no stories on you. Be like, dang, Tony, you did that, girl. What?
Yeah, man.
Don't let it fool you. So Pretty Tony, I'll be crying with So Pretty Tony every day. She'd be like, ADP, I need 50 push-ups. I'll be like, Lord, not today. But I be looking, I have to do it.
What I did in basic training. They're like, drop and give me 50. How many close I
Mm.
So
like, Pretty Tony ain't no joke.
Like, I'm serious. I'm with you on this. I'm with you all the way. What you want, Drill Sergeant? What you want?
But she good with her soldiers. She don't play with them, but she good. She good with her soldiers. So that's a great thing.
I'm not. Hey, that was way back when, y'all.
Are you dropping a video? You dropping a video tomorrow? Of course, you probably already got it set, don't you? So Pretty Tony.
I was gonna go live right before I jumped on with you. I'm about to do it right after this. I'm about to do my video right after this.
Man, look, guys, they be on it.
Stay up with me.
I'm back. I'll stay up with you, So Pretty Tony. If you need me to, shoot. Yeah. What? Of course, I told you the best ROTC teacher on YouTube. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, she is. I be hearing Tony.
Whatever you want to call me, Goon. Whatever you want to call me. Yeah, I'm the best ROTC teacher.
Well, I just want to say thank you, So Pretty Tony, and thank you, Jacob, for coming on my live today. Guys, make sure you like and share and sub to So Pretty Tony's channel. If you want to send her a super chat, a cash app, you can do that. So Pretty Tony, drop your link. Guys, if you want to drop me a super chat, a donation, whatever the case you want to do, you can do that as well. Or send some people over here to ADP channel to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, guys. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you so much, panel. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.